Everyone, Shrank Praveen here, and today we are going to discuss about electric charges and electric currents. So without further ado, let us begin. First of all, let's understand what is an electric charge. An electric charge is a physical property of matter. When matter comes in contact with a charged particle, it experiences a force because it goes through an attraction or repulsion by the charge inside it and the charge it comes in contact with. Thank you, Dr. Professor, for that one. Now, there are two types of electric charge, that is positive and negative. When two opposite charges come in contact, they experience attraction. It is called an attractive charge. Now, let us take two objects, one of which is positively charged while the other one is negatively charged. On bringing them close together, they attract to each other, or in other words, they experience an attractive charge. When two similar charges come in contact, they experience repulsion. This is called a repulsive charge. Let's take two objects, both of which are positively charged. On bringing both these objects together, they repel each other, or in other words, they experience a repulsive charge. Very important fact to be noted down is that the standard unit of electric charge is coulomb and is denoted by a capital C. Now let us understand what is electric current. The flow of electric charge through a medium is called electric current. An electric current is generated when electrons move through a conductor like a piece of copper wire. When the electrons move continuously through the wire, the current is generated. This current can be used to run various electronic devices like a fan or heater. Thank you once again, Dr. Professor. Now, another fact to be noted down is that the standard unit of electric current is ampere and is denoted by a capital A. Now, let us understand about conductors and insulators. Substances which allow electric current to pass through are called as conductors. Examples are metals such as copper and zinc. Substances which do not allow electric current to pass through are called as insulators. Examples are wood and plastic. Now let us take a look at experiments from which we can learn these facts. For this first experiment, you will need a comb and a source of flowing water like an open tap or spout. Now the comb which you have is charged with negative electrons and the water has both positive and negative electrons present in it. When bringing the comb closer towards the flow of water, the negative electrons are separated from the positive electrons and the positive electrons are attracted towards the negative electrons of the comb. When bringing the comb even more closer, the positive electrons almost make contact with the negative electrons of the comb, thus bending the flow of water. Now for the second experiment, you need a bulb, a battery and a switch, and of course you need some length of wire. Connect the three components using the wire and flip the switch on. You will see that the bulb starts to glow. This is because electric current from the battery goes towards the bulb, then towards the switch, and then back towards this battery. This proves that electric current can be used to power electronic devices. Thank you guys for watching the video and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.